Donald Trump is so angry about the fact that media outlets, of course, published that leaked intelligence draft showing that no, his strike against Iran really didn't do any damage. But he's so angry about it that he is, of course, now threatening to sue the New York Times and CNN, who were the two outlets that received the leaked report and reported on it. He had his lawyer, Alejandro Brito, send a letter to both of those media outlets demanding that they not only apologize for this, but they also retract their statements and don't do this again. And in his letter, this person who apparently passed the bar said that the claims were false, defamatory, and unpatriotic. Unpatriotic. We are going to sue you for defamation and for not being patriotic enough. Now, I didn't go to law school, right? I am not a lawyer. I have not taken the bar exam. I have, however, worked in the legal industry for over 21 years. I am the publisher of the Trial Lawyer magazine, which goes out to tens of thousands of trial lawyers across the country every quarter. So I do know a thing or two about law, right? One of the things I do know is that when you're the government or a government official, it's damn near impossible for you to even sue somebody for defamation, right? Like, that's nearly impossible for you to do. You, in fact, are a public figure. We do have that Supreme Court ruling with the New York Times standard. It's pretty much fair game, especially when it comes to reporting on military operations. There's nothing defamatory about talking about an incident because you're not referring to a human being. There is no loss of income. There is no loss of revenue. There is no loss of anything. So if you do not have a loss, you do not have a legal claim, folks. I know everybody thinks that you can sue anyone for anything, but you actually can't. If you do not have some sort of loss, you don't have a legal claim. So this letter saying we're going to sue you for not being patriotic, that's not a thing. You can't sue somebody for not being patriotic enough. Like, am I going to file suit against my neighbors because his American flag he has hanging in front of his house is not big enough? No, that's not a thing. Is he going to sue me for not having an American flag in my front yard because my son backed into our flagpole we had at one time and now it's gone? No, that's not going to happen either, okay? This is not a case. But nevertheless, they think they can do this. And why do they think they can do this? Because every other media outlet that Donald Trump has sued has bowed down to him. That is what those settlements, those agreements, all that BS that all of those media outlets could have won if it had gone to trial. Every one of them would have won at a trial. But because they caved in, because they gave Donald Trump everything that he wanted, what happened? He got empowered. He knew that all I have to do is threaten to sue these people or actually file the lawsuit for $30 billion and they will come crawling back to me and they'll never say another bad word about me. That's what he thought he could do here. But to their credit, these media outlets are standing up for their reporting. They're standing up and defending their reporters, which typically doesn't happen either. I mean, CNN released a whole statement after Donald Trump attacked the reporter of that article, calling for her to be fired. CNN did a whole segment on the air and in writing defending their reporting. New York Times did the same thing. They are not backing down on this, nor should they, because Trump has no legal claims to make. They were reporting on something that came out of the federal government. If it turns out that what came out of the federal government wasn't true, that's still not defamation. It does not reach that high bar of actual malice. So they can threaten all they want. Trump can feel empowered all he wants. But the truth is, not every media outlet in this country is as spineless as those that have already given in to Trump's wackadoo demands. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.